Yo, New York Yankees fans, yet again, it is Felix from NyynewsTV, like always, Hola, cómo estás. Yo, New York Yankees fans, yet again, it is Felix from NyynewsTV, like always, Hola, cómo estás.
From New York City, you are now tuned into NyynewsTV radio with your host, NYY News Felix, for the latest New York Yankees news and rumors.
You're now tuned into episode 3 of Hola, cómo estás with NYY News Felix. NYY News TV is where you want to be. Anybody check out Twitter recently? Everyone's bored. Because you see, you just can't play MLB The Show all day and be satisfied. Even John Boy was made a trending topic this week by Twitter. You see those tweets? Those tweets were vicious. And I'm not the biggest fan of his. But my God, some of these people need to stop. We're talking about sports here. John Boy had somewhat of what people would call a bad take. He figured he was taking the owner's side when it comes to this lockout. It was so bad that you had Lindsay Adler jump in and take a few jabs at him. I mean, anytime you had that lady on any side or any end of an argument, you got to side with whatever side she's getting at. And we're talking about John Boy here. Look, I don't care what he said or how people interpreted what he said. Some people are just too bored, and it needs to stop. They're losing their minds off of sports takes. This isn't politics. There's more serious things to life. And when I say losing their minds, I'm talking about batshit insane. It's stupid. Cancel culture that up your ass. And it's always the same people doing it. These are the same people that one day, they're going to force John Boy to change his company from John Boy to John Girl. You think it's funny? These are the people we're dealing with. So if I have to pick sides, I'm going to have to side with him on this situation because it's the same people. This is the same weirdos that are into cancel culture and all that BS. I'm not with it. I'll say this. Twitter is the most toxic shithole in existence. People have to be on there because it's really a monopoly. Sure, there's bootleg versions of it and things like that, but where are you going to go, right? Just close your account and don't visit it. Yeah, it's not that easy. In this day and age, you need Twitter for your business, stuff like that. So, moving along, the hot topic this offseason, Carlos Correa, he jumped ship to Scott Boras. He got rid of his agent. Carlos Correa is basically telling Major League Baseball teams, show me the money. And you know what's funny? People that have followed me on Twitter for years now, and even on YouTube, I'll say about 2 or 3 of them unfollowed me and threw a temper tantrum because I want Carlos Correa on the New York Yankees. If that's their mindset, that the Astros cheated, what year was it, 2017 or whatever, and they ignore what they have done after that, and they ignore Carlos Correa's ability on the field, his attitude, his leadership. I mean, if they're dismissing that, then they're butthurt. Simple as that. So I've been seeing, ever since the news broke that Carlos Correa has jumped ship to Scott Boras, fans saying that if a team offers Carlos Correa the moon, which obviously won't be the Yankees, they would prefer a duo of Trevor Story and Freddie Freeman. But Freddie Freeman is going to cost $30 million per season. In Story, he's going to be what? Half that? Or 20 or 25% less? It doesn't make sense. You're going to get a bigger bargain just signing a player like Correa and then making a trade with the Athletics for a Matt Olson. So with that being said, let's take a quick break and I'll catch you on the other side.
If you're listening to us on YouTube and you're not subscribed already, then make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Hey, I'm Frank Cacciola, and my life sucks. I'm a scumbag. I'm a failure. My wife left me, she took my dog Wiggles, and every time Wiggles sees me, Wiggles takes a big old on my feet. I was so depressed and feeling like a worthless piece of every day of my life until I joined the Turning the Corner Foundation. Aaron Boone and his Turning the Corner Foundation has brought new life to me. I no longer feel like people are looking at me like a registered sex offender, even though I've never been one or will ever be one. Aaron Boone's Turning the Corner Foundation made me feel like a new man. I now have new meaning to my life. I am no longer depressed. I turned the corner, and so can you.
Turning the corner, yes, we're turning the corner. Aaron Boone, we love you. Turning the corner, yes, I'm turning the corner. What would I be without you? Turning the corner. Turning the corner.
The number to call is 646-820-9488. That number again is 646-820-9488. Leave us a voice message.
Turning the corner. Finally, Aaron Boone has taken that phrase and it looks like he made it to something great. Helping people out there like Frank, what's his name? Frank Coachella, what is his name? Cacciola? That's great. Good for him. So since the NL is someday going to adopt the DH, what's going to happen to interleague play? That was the whole point, right? Facing National League teams when playing at their parks, pitchers hint. I get it, you don't face National League teams as often, but it defeats the whole purpose. So I've always had this idea. I've had it for like 10 years now. Instead of interleague play, which has died out years ago, it was fun when it began, Yankees versus Mets, and so on. My idea is to merge two teams, for an example. Something like the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Mets and the LA Angels, where it won't be one game, it'll be two games. So you will have two different squads competing at two different times, or maybe at the same time, in two different ballparks. And with this idea, players would get extra resting time, as let's say you're playing about 6 games within 3 days. But these players really aren't playing 6 games. It's different squads. Sort of like how they do it in spring training games, where you have this squad playing there and another squad playing over there. So for an example, let's say the Dodgers and the Yankees win those 2 games in one day. That goes to their record, right? That's 2 games played in one day. So for an example, one team would have Aaron Judge and Bellinger on the same team. Another team would have Giancarlo Stanton and Mookie Betts on the same team. Doesn't that idea sound great? You could have squads with Mike Trout and Aaron Judge on the same team. You can mix it up. The ideas are endless, and like I said, it gives these players more days off. And like I said, once the National League adopts the DH, interleague play is basically pointless, because the thing that made it unique was that the National League had different rules and the American League had different rules. So, I mean, it's pretty much pointless, but I think soon MLB is just going to have to adopt a NBA format where all teams just play each other during the season. And all these teams are on the East, all these teams are on the West. But my idea, I love that idea. Like, you have no idea. I've been thinking about that for over 10 years now. You have no idea about my idea. That's what I just said. That's when you know there's no news out there, that I have to talk about things like this. And I know some people are going to say DH is practically new and the traditional approach of baseball is having pitchers hit. All leagues back then played with the same rules. I understand that. But long story put short, there's a lot of traditionalists out there that want to keep the National League how it is. And then you have the other side that wants the DH implemented. As for my opinion, I'll keep things the way they currently are. So, moving along. You know who contacted Pete or has been contacting him? Hubbard Smith. Yes, the one and only Hubbard Smith. And Pete made a video. He sent it to me on WhatsApp. So since this is a audio-only show, I'm going to play the video. Obviously, you're going to hear the audio. So let's get to it. Let's play that video. Take a listen.
Who the hell left all these damn messages on here? Who is this?
Hubbard Jr., we'll go hunting for some deers in a bit. Hold up, I'm on the telephone right now. Not now, son. Daddy will give you some attention in a little bit. Just let me leave a little message for my friend here.
Who?
How do I do this? I press pound, star key.
What is going on?
Pete, Hubbard Smith here from South Carolina.
Hubbard Smith?
The one and only Hubbard Smith.
Hubbard Smith?
Pete, I love your show.
From Felix?
I love your takes on the New York Yankees. I love everything that comes out of your mouth.
Oh my God.
I love the salmon Thai sauce.
Oh, fuck no.
Pete, keep doing what you're doing. You got a great fan out here in South Carolina. I'll probably call you next time. You never know.
Shit. How many
Just
messages?
words of encouragement.
How many
Hubbard
messages
Smith
this
out.
dude send?
Pete, it's Hubbard Smith again. I can't make that much noise because my family's sleeping. But
Oh, get the fuck
I
out of here.
loved your tweet about Sleepy Joe
What?
and the demo rats. Pete, I love those guys' tweets. Keep it coming, man. Pete, take care now. Hubbard Smith out.
This guy's nuts.
I just
He's nuts.
finished purchasing a salmon tie shirt. I just finished purchasing a Gary Sheffield Jr. beanie
Yeah,
hat
but we're happy about it.
off of nyy.news/shop.
Good promotion.
I'm going to continue to support real Americans. I'm going to continue to support real people talking about real Yankees news. And Pete, if you get the chance, sign that shirt for me. You have no idea. It will mean the world to me.
fuck.
Hubbard Smith.
What is that shit?
Pete, my best friend, I need a favor. Can you tell Adam King to unblock me on Twitter? My handle is Hubbard Smith 1776.
Oh, shit. What?
Pete, the deep state is on my tail.
Bro, this can't be real.
They're on me. So if you want to ever call me back, call me on my satellite phone. This is the number. The number is +71826 082
How many messages is it?
6984 017553510.
Fuck is this?
I'll be waiting, Pete. Pete, I'm kind of feeling under the weather.
Oh,
I
my
think
God.
that Chinese virus finally got me. Hubbard Smith.
What the frick kind of message
Pete,
is this?
my only wish, if I'm tapping out, is for you to call me. I love you, salmon Thai sauce.
Oh my God.
Pete, I finally beat the Wuhan Wiggle. I'm finally back,
Wuhan
Hubbard
Wiggle.
Smith, at 100%. Call me, buddy. Bring that bitch Daniel Johnson to me.
The fuck? Who?
I was listening to Hola, cómo estás,
Yeah, Daniel Johnson.
and the son of a bitch mentioned my son's
The
name.
Bushwick dentist?
If that liberal bitch wants to debate, set it up. Set it up fast.
The Bushwick dentist?
I'll be waiting. What kind of name is Daniel Johnson? Bring that bitch over to me.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Set it up. Here's a little joke. What does Daniel Johnson and leprechauns have in common?
What? What is he?
They both love rainbows.
Oh shit!
Bring that bitch over right now. Hubbard Smith out.
Damn. We might have to get that match set up. Interesting. Let's actually, matter of fact, hey. Get in contact with Hubbard Smith. The Hubbard Smith. Get in contact. Call the dentist office. Daniel Johnson's dentist office, a Bushwick dentist. Get him on the phone. Let's figure this out.
Oh, we're going to have to make that happen. I thought it was going to be this week, but then Pete sent me those messages and I couldn't resist. I had to put it on my show. But next week, Hubbard Smith versus Daniel Johnson. A pay-per-view level event. Get your popcorn. It's going to be crazy. So, speaking upon John Boy again, or might I say John Girl, if in the future the SJWs get what they want. No, I'm just joking. This news was put out this week that Greg Maddux was almost a New York Yankee in 1992. So let's read this article. Maddux said, "I went there to sign with the Yankees." Maddux told John Boy Media's Towing the Slab, whatever that is. I know what that is, but it sounded weird when I said it. Podcast. I was shocked. I didn't get offered a contract. It's not college. I didn't go there just for a recruiting trip. You kind of go there to sign the contract and everything. I had the nice day, whatever the hell that means. Went around, went to a show, went to dinner, and they said, "We'll be in touch with a contract offer." Then it says, however, the Yankees never offered him a contract because of a medical incident involving a member of their front office, according to Maddux. And it came out that that person had a heart attack. I don't know who it was, but one of the guys had a heart attack, he said. And that's why I wasn't made an offer. Then it continues, the Atlanta Braves then swooped in and made their intentions known to Maddux on his return trip from New York. Maddux said, I got on the plane, went home. We had a layover in Chicago. And I remember landing in Chicago and calling Scott Boras, and he said, the Braves were able to make you an offer, which originally was the team I wanted to go to before I went to New York. You know what? That kind of makes you wonder and ask yourself if the Yankees dynasty could have came earlier. Because we all know Greg Maddux was one of the, I'll say, one of the best pitchers of the 90s. Or at times, the best pitcher when he played. But you know, the rest is history. The Braves won the 1995 World Series. They had a great team. If you ask me, everybody in America knew who the Braves were as they were televised on TBS. One Brave in particular he kind of reminded me of the old school Yankees, Chipper Jones. I've always liked that guy. He was one of those players where I wished he would somehow become a Yankee. Even Andrew Jones at one point, but we got him later in his career. At least he became a Yankee at one point. But yeah, Chipper Jones reminded me of a Roger Maris type Yankee, Mickey Mantle type Yankee. He had the look. And of course, he had the skills. Chipper Jones is a legend. Again, you are tuned into NyynewsTV. This is the show Hola, cómo estás with NY News Felix. And we're off to another segment. Ringing in with Adam King. Let's listen to what he has to say this week.
He's ringing in, Adam King. He's calling to say things are ranked. His takes are really cold. He's a classic Twitter troll. Adam King.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Thanks again for having me on this segment of Hola, cómo estás, Felix. Everything is so blatantly rigged.
100% rigged shit.
Just this past week, I got hit in the head with a freaking volleyball. It's making me irritable, angry, everything I looked at the book.
This is beyond rigged.
With everything going on, and this blatantly rigged MLB lockout, the last thing I needed was a volleyball screaming at my head 125 freaking miles an hour. That SOB Carlos blatantly did this to me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And I will be suing him for that in the near future. Also, I went on a blocking spree on Twitter and set the world record for the number of people blocked in under an hour.
Are you goddamn fucking kidding me?
Tell the CIA to stop rigging my life. Everything is so rigged.
This is beyond rigged.
My brain is not even functioning at full capacity right now. Maybe like 25%. Once I'm healed, and I will be, I'm calling Hal Steinbrenner demanding him make me the new GM of the Yankees. And final, I'm looking for the love of my life. If you know any woman out there that wants to hug a man like an 800-pound donkey, I'm her man. And by the way, cash at me at Top Sports Mine. I need a lawyer to sue Carlos for the medical bills. He blatantly tried to kill me when he hit me with that ball.
100% rigged shit.
Thank you.
As you heard, if you have a lady, for Adam King, the 36-year-old virgin, he says he's hung like a 800-pound donkey, whatever the hell that means. There's another article I saw and read. It says ex-Red Sox star rips Yankees Garrett Cole for playoff performances. The New York Yankees and Garrett Cole saw their October plans end way too early in 2021 at the hands of the Boston Red Sox. Cole's wild card game performance was certainly uncharacteristically terrible and rather indefensible. But to judge the totality of his work by that one game would be a bizarre miscalculation. It goes on to say, count 2013 World Series championship Kohei Uehara, I know I'm mispronouncing his name, among the people who watched Garrett Cole faceplant during this season's wildcard showdown and knee-jerk decided the $324 million man doesn't have what it takes to compete in October. Basically, he just ripped Garrett Cole. He said that Garrett Cole of the Yankees actually don't rate him too highly. He has a tendency to do poorly in the postseason. But yeah, guys, these are the kind of articles that we're seeing right now. Obviously, we're in a MLB lockout. This is killing us all. Hopefully, they'll end this lockout in February. If they don't, they miss games to start the season. Not a good look, man. You're going to lose fans. This is all blatantly rigged. So, this has been Felix for Hola, cómo estás, exclusively on NyynewsTV. If you haven't subscribed already and are just being a stalker behind the bushes type of person, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. We're bringing heat. Look at the work we're doing. All the guys on top of their game. We also have Nights at the Round Table. The same day Hola, cómo estás dropped. Check it out. 9 p.m. Check out Gary Sheffield's show tomorrow as well. Chef Talk. 7 p.m. Again, I'll check you out next week for the 4th episode of Hola, cómo estás.
Thank you for listening to NYY News Radio. Tune in again next time for the latest New York Yankees news and rumors.
Before it hits the front